So I'm not feeling that great today, honestly. I've been sick for the past few days now, and it's not been great, as you can tell. I've been suffering. I've lost my I've been gaining mental illness, and I've been gaining physical illness. You know, my immune system is dying slowly, and I'm out here playing Voxlblade. Ain't that fun? Out here playing Voxlblade, yeah. But hey, at least the build that I created is a little bit more dopamine. It gives me a little bit of dopamine. As you can see, every time I right click, I do quite a bit of damage. Reaching 500 plus damage. I've seen it reach 600 max, somewhere around there, but I'm consistently getting around 400. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with what I've built so far. I've been trying to make this build for a while now, for about a week. But you know, some people are just too retarded or too, you know, mentally ill to understand that two brilliance is worth the emotions. Alright, I think it is. I might be stupid, but I've been offering two brilliance for the past week for the emotions, because I've already opened so many astral presents. I have 30 astral. Look at this, level 58. I've been opening too many astral presents. I'm level 58 now, and I haven't gotten a single emotions. I've sold everything else, but I've gotten so many other ones. Where is the emotions? Maybe it was worth it, maybe it was not. Who knows? My sanity is still going down. The depths is calling me, and though, let me get into the build. So before I talk off topic now. So as you can see right here, I have the full corrupting berserker armor. So we have the corrupted helmet, corrupted chestplate, and corrupted leggings. In total, this gives me 60 per, which is 60 times 3, 180% magic boost. As you can see, I have 128. This is partly because of my weapon and handle, and of course the magical sticky ring. The magical sticky ring gives me 28% magic boost, because of course I already had like 10% magic boost, I think. So add magical enchant on it, more magic damage or magic boost. And then we have the honey arts, which if I used my weapon art, as you can see, it shoots out sticky thing. If you haven't already watched my previous video, this is literally the same armor setup, so please watch it for me. Just watch it, just a little peek. A view gets me far away. Also subscribe, it's free. Also like turn on notifications, something like that. I don't know, like the video. We have the vampiric combat rule as my rune. Now the reason why I use this is because of course you want to dodge the abilities. This is mainly for fighting big bosses, but it's also very good for clearing if you do it well enough. But you want to dodge their abilities, and the rune is just it, you know, you get that iframe. But also this gives me a life steal when I put vampiric on it, which then will counteract the damage I take every time I right click. As you can see on my character, I'm taking poison damage, and I'll explain that a bit in a bit here because I do have infusions that make it so I take poison damage. But that's what makes the build as well. As you can see, you know, I'm healing, so it's very good. Now you could have two vampiric enchants to make it even better, but let's move on to my infusions. So my infusions, I have the emotions helmet, and then for the other two, it can be get out of my way! Get out of my way! Why do people have the audacity to just walk in front of you? You know? Why do they know I'm recording? Huh? Do they know I'm recording? Some other person earlier kept walking in front of me and he was speaking Spanish. I don't know what he was saying. I swear to God, I don't speak Spanish. But yeah, so my infusions is the emotions as my helmet, and for the other two, the helmet and the chest plate and the pants can really vary. You can either have the spoiling chest plate, spoiling pants, or the dandelion chest plate and dandelion pants. But for my build, I use the emotion helmet, spoiling chest plate, and the dandelion pants. Now let me go through why those are in my build, of course. So for the dandelion pants, you already know they have carrying winds. You receive more knockback, you deal more knockback, and your crit always happens when you do your knockback. So if I do my right click, as you can see, the true damage is critting by a ton. And then for my spoiling, this actually gives me a damage, a debuff. It gives me poison, but it also poisons anybody around me when I do a finisher. When I do this, you see that giant pink blast? Yeah, that's the poison right there. It poisons me and everybody around it. Now the reason why you want this is because of the emotion, the helmet that you want to have. So the emotions right here. So the first one is that if you only have buffs, your weapon art gets lowered and you get extra hex damage. But if you only have debuffs, this gives you extra fire damage and attack speed, and that is what you want. Every time you debuff yourself with a spoiling, you will get increased attack speed. Look how fast you go. It's actually insane. And you see that red thing that keeps critting, the red stuff? Yeah, that's the fire damage. Really OP. Very good. So not only will you do random damage from the astral, you'll do true damage from the astral, you'll do poison damage or hex damage from the poison spores, but you'll also do fire damage from the emotional helmet. So this build is just all around really good for clearing anything you want. It's great. So if you want to build it, go ahead. But now let me go into let me go into how to actually build the weapon. Okay, so the weapon build, I have the Astral Greatblade. Of course, you already know what this does. If you already haven't watched the previous video, go do it. If you already don't know what it does, go check the Trello. I always leave the fucking Trello in the description, and people keep asking me how to get things. The Trello tells you what to do. Okay? You have enough brain cells to tap a link and go to the Trello, okay? So please, before asking any questions, go to the Trello. But besides that, basically what you want from the Astral Blade is the magic scaling, 0.2 magic scaling. That's gonna be really good for the armor. And of course, the true damage output. So every time you do magic scaling, that's gonna be multiplied into the true damage, which is 1.4 times, which is very good because true damage has a lot of buffs, which is that it goes through literally anything. Magic resistance, physical resistance. It doesn't get weakened by that. It does pure damage. So it's very, very good. Plus you get that 5% magic boost. Very nice. And then for my handle, I have the Spellbinder guard. Now I don't know if there's any other better guards. This is the only one. This is the first thing that I chose anyways, so you go ahead and choose it. But I chose this Spellbinder guard is because of the fact that I don't know, it just has a nice right click. It goes pretty quickly. But it also has 50% magic boost. It also has 0.45 magic scaling and 0.2 magic type, so it's not too bad. Plus you also have the Spell Piercer, which makes it so that if you use a rune or a weapon art, it does a crit and ignores 100% of their armor, so that's very good. And then the duelist stance, it doesn't matter, that doesn't really do anything. But yeah, that's the main build of it. And of course I use Mage Bomb because if you're doing dungeons like maybe the frog dungeon and you want to clear a bunch of them, just press your Q and then boom. And please don't nerf it, please don't gut it, please. It's the only build I'm proud of. It's the only build I'm proud of, and I'm gonna show you why in a minute here. But please.